the AES show in New York with Tony Caridi on the Avid booth, looking at a new piece of hardware. So, Tony, what is this, and how new is it? I mean, I heard about it this morning. Is it
This is so new, it's not even here yet.
Okay.
This what you're looking at here is the Pro Tools dock.
Okay.
The Pro Tools dock is it's a dock for the iPad. So what it does is it adds tactile control to our Pro Tools Control free iOS app. So today you can go to avid.com and download this Pro Tools Control free iOS app, and it's a fantastic full-featured control application for Pro Tools. So it lets you control faders, plugins, helps you navigate your session really quickly, and obviously with like a touch interface, you get a lot of visual feedback, and you can navigate and swipe, and you have all of those fantastic workflows that only touch control gives you. But we know that in the world of audio, mixers want more than just a touchscreen, because you don't get that kind of two-way feedback of like with a fader or with a knob. So it's really important that we wanted to kind of flesh out the full experience, maybe base it on the technology of the iPad, because it's such a fantastic piece of technology, and extend that with this tactile control, which really gives you a fader. It gives you rotary knobs for touch-sensitive automation. It really helps you navigate the session very, very, very quickly. You have full transport control. You have access to a bunch of common controls and soft keys, which is really fantastic. And this is something that would be really helpful for anyone that's just maybe has a small studio and they just want to extend their mixing experience alone. Or they can add this to something like an S3, which you can see the visual ID is identical. It's a perfect extension to the S3. And it really adds that element that S3 doesn't have on its own, which is that ability to kind of get that visual feedback, the ability to navigate really quickly across really large sessions. So very, very nice companion to this as well.
So does it have the same philosophy as the keyboard shortcuts of Pro Tools, that it's fixed and you learn it, or can you assign different functions to different things? Yeah.
So there's a bit of the standard functionality that you have here, but you can customize. We do that through soft keys, and we've been able to do that with the artist control, artist mix. We do that with the S6 soft keys, and you have a soft keys section in here as well. And there's tons. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do with these soft keys. And what's beautiful here is you don't have to pull them up on unlabeled buttons like you would on an S6. This is another example of being able to say, boom, this is what I want. Here's a giant memory location, or here's delete, edit, automation modes can be here, big front and center. So it really can make the experience much more, one where you don't have to search for where the keys are, or where the right button is, or where the right key is.
Okay, so how easy is it to edit plugins from this control surface?
Very, very easy. So right now we're looking at a tracks view. You can simply dive down into a specific track. You dive down into a lead vocal there, click your inserts. All your inserts will show up here. So I see I have an EQ7. I have a compressor here. I can go straight to the EQ7, pulse it up on the screen, and what's beautiful is I have all these rotary controls directly, next to the parameters. So I don't have to, you don't have to dial in using touch control if you don't want to. You can automate with this. You can do filter sweeps, and it all interacts seamlessly with the software.
And how do you select which of those parameters come up on those four knobs?
Well, one of the things that we do with AAX is we make sure that they are mapped out in a way that makes sense. Okay. So there's the mapping, that's something that's built into the software development kit. So we make sure that they come up in a way, like I said, that makes sense. And if they don't fit, you simply scroll to the next page and you can access the next 8 parameters.
And it's the same with third-party plugins as well, then, is it?
Absolutely, yeah. All the and especially with third-party plugins. That's why the SDK is so. It's so important that we kind of formalize and uniform the approach.
Okay, cool. So, can you just talk us through these numbers as well? I see these above the transport control. What do these do?
These right now are not functioning, but they can be assigned to things like soft keys. So they can be any number of function that you'd want them to be. Really, it's kind of quick access to a variety of. So you can see in this case we're picking up different screen sets
Okay,
or
cool.
locators or
Yeah.
what have you. So you kind of have a lot of flexibility. 4 of them here and 4 of them here.
Great. And how much is this going to cost then?
The GRP is $11.99 US, and this is going to be available sometime in Q1.